Welcome to Paris, the city of light, energy and disruptive transportation. France is the European epicenter for the new Green Deal, one of the world's leaders with regard to applied innovation and transportation. Currently, its strongest driver of mobility is COVID. Within only a few weeks, the city has changed completely from a congested and polluted streets to a silent, bicycle paths, pedestrian zones and green hydrogen buses. Other cities in France set the benchmark with regard to COVID-free autonomous buses. France is, by the way, leader in this regard. The French President Emmanuel Macron pushes hard for the so-called EU Green Deal to make the EU's economy more sustainable and climate neutral by 2050. One of the most important sectors is actually to reach this ambitious goal within the guards of mobility. The EU is on track to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 90%. Two actions need to be taken. First, there is a need for a shift to more sustainable mode of transportation. And second, we must focus on green, sustainable fuel products. Two topics currently very high on the agenda of the French government and the European Union. Obviously, the most climate-friendly mode of transportation are trains. France is one of the EU leaders when it comes to high-speed trains, but also to regional trains. With a network of 28,000 kilometers, it is a leader worldwide. France transportation companies and trains transport daily the unbelievable amount of 97 billion passengers per year and kilometer. And that's not all. The French railway company SNCF will reduce its greenhouse gas emissions by 25% before the Olympic Games in 2024. And additionally, will phase out all diesel engines by this time. And don't forget, the first hybrid high-speed train comes from France, and there are more in the making. France will be the leader in Europe with regard to green and especially efficient mobility.
First, I would like to present you hydrogen applications in the aerospace sector. Airbus already uses hydrogen applications for its satellites propulsion and for the Ariane rockets. A few weeks ago, Airbus announced its goal to have its first hydrogen-powered commercial aircraft ready in 2035. Currently, its teams are working on three concepts. The first one is a traditional aircraft with a capacity of 200 passengers and a radius of 3,500 kilometers. The second one is a smaller propeller machine, which can transport 100 of passengers. The third concept is quite disruptive. Airbus wants to explore a completely different aircraft configuration to facilitate hydrogen storage and propulsion. The design concept is a flying wing. Another interesting hydrogen application is the one in the automotive sector. Hydrogen-powered vehicles do not produce any other emission than water. They have the same zero effect as the electric cars, but they have a greater driving range and much quicker fueling times. There are already a few French solutions on the market. Renault, for instance, has already introduced two hydrogen utility vehicles, the Kangoo and the Master. PSA is expected to launch its first hydrogen utility vehicle in 2021 within a project together with Symbio, the joint venture between Faurecia and Michelin, specializing in hydrogen systems for mobility.
The problem with hydrogen cars usually is the service station infrastructure. As you can see behind me, France is tackling this problem successfully. In the Greater Paris region, there's quite a lot of number of stations, with new ones to be opened. Until 2024, there will be more than 20 stations in Paris alone. This network will be more than necessary, because the public bus system and the taxis are rolling towards hydrogen. Since last year, hydrogen buses are circulating in France. The Parisian bus system already is quite eco-friendly. There is more than 140 buses running on electricity, more than 240 on natural gas, and more than 1,100 are hybrid vehicles. Also, Parisian taxis are going green. The Parisian taxi company Hype is the first one using only hydrogen cars. For the Olympic Games in 2024, there will be more than 10,000 hybrid taxis on the streets. The second obstacle is we need enough green hydrogen. The European Union already is working on this with the hydrogen plan. This plan is promoting research and innovation in clean hydrogen technologies. The aim is to create a sustainable industry value chain, so that by 2030, there will be more than 10 million tons of hydrogen produced eco-friendly and renewable.